So, with the 2020 presidential election only about 28 days away, it's understandable that the market uncertainty is really high right now. But of course, that should not stop us from asking the question, are we about to have another crash in the markets? Now, I'm gonna be real with you guys. Although nobody on this planet can guarantee an accurate answer to this question, what we can do is position ourselves to be prepared for either outcome. What is going on, crypto fiends? Thank you as always for tuning in. As you guys can see, we are in the Corvette today. I am definitely trying to change it up on the channel, add in a little more of my personal life to the videos. So we're not going to be doing videos like this all the time because surprisingly, it's actually pretty hard to record these type of videos. But hopefully over time, as we do continue to do more videos in the car and out and about, while also integrating crypto content, the quality will increase over time. So just bear with me. Now, the purpose of this video is not to share financial advice, of course, and it's also not to be biased or endorse political parties, because I definitely know this can be a touchy subject, but we're just going to be looking at the broad spectrum of things with the election coming up, what we currently have on our plate, and what we can do to prepare for this election in about 28 days. So today we're actually gonna head over and get the Corvette dyno tested, and I'm really excited to do this because I've never done this before, and to be able to do it on the Corvette is just gonna be awesome in the first place. As of now, the Corvette to the crank gets 460 horsepower, but of course that dies down when you factor in actual wheel horsepower. So my personal prediction is that the Corvette is going to get around 393 horsepower to the wheels, and then the crank is going to be probably a little over 400. Diving back into today's topic with all the uncertainty in the world, as you probably are aware, President Trump and a handful of his administration have contracted COVID-19. This is definitely alarming, and the market's definitely rattled a little bit from this news, but surprisingly enough, they didn't really drop as much as I thought they would. In my opinion, it's a little too early to determine the outcome of this situation, and we will just have to see. Another thing to keep in mind is we still do have two debates coming up between President Trump and Joe Biden. So that's probably going to cause some rattles in the market as well, depending on how well they go or how poorly they go. We will have to wait to find out. But those are definitely some issues and concerns we have to have as investors moving into the presidential election in less than a month. We got the holy grail of Corvettes here. Definitely the right place to go to. Had to cop me a bang because I am running low on energy, and unfortunately I am pretty addicted to these. So we just got back from the dyno, and I gotta say my guess was pretty accurate. I guessed that we were gonna do I believe 393 wheel horsepower, and we ended up doing 388 wheel horsepower, and the torque came out to 423. So definitely a lot higher on the torque side than I expected, but normally you have higher torque than wheel horsepower. For all those people interested in cars, I definitely plan to do a couple bolt-on mods in the future. I can't do anything too crazy, at least right now, because I don't want to void my warranty on a brand new car. So down the road, maybe we'll do some cool stuff, add it to the car, mess with the exhaust and stuff like that. But as of now, we know what our baseline is for the stock Grand Sport Corvette. So when looking at the current market, specifically cryptocurrencies, not much has been going on the past couple days. The majority has been pretty quiet, and in my opinion, this is probably due to investors sitting on the sidelines right now and waiting for a real answer as to what's going on with President Trump and COVID and their administration. Again, I know that Trump has stated that he's feeling much better, and the doctor said that he's gonna get back to work, and that's great. I hope that's the case. But as of now, and for me at least, it's a little too soon to declare that the markets are going to start pumping from here and everything's going to get back to normal based off of 3 days since we found out he had COVID-19. That just isn't too realistic for me. Now, most experts actually say that it's hard to predict anything concrete about the impact of the upcoming election on the markets, whether it's crypto or the stock market. That said, there are some general rules of thumb for traders to keep in mind. The first thing to keep in mind is that stocks and crypto are likely to be volatile in the days leading up to the election due to heightened political and economic uncertainty. While many investors believe that the US stock market performs better under Republican presidents given the GOP's focus on tax cuts, deregulation, and business-friendly policies, indices have actually performed better under Democratic presidents than Republican presidents since 1945. Now remember, in this video, we're not focused on which party is better for office. We're simply pointing out what you can prepare for and how to prepare for the election coming up.
Girl, I remember the first time seeing you, eyes bright, endless list of things I could see in you, mind right, crazy.
As always, the key to successfully investing is to design a strategy and create portfolios that adapt to changing market conditions. Now, if you are in a position where you are a little iffy on the market and you want to take some off the table, you do have a couple options. I mean, as cryptocurrency investors, you realistically have two. One is pulling some out and putting it into fiat currency or a stable coin. This hopefully will allow you to buy more coin for your buck down the road if the markets do go south. Another option, if you don't want to necessarily pull out into fiat currency, because I know some of you are not a fan, is to hold simply Bitcoin or gold. These two assets, although Bitcoin may be a little more volatile than gold, are not nearly as volatile as the rest of crypto assets or even stocks. And this, of course, will allow you to still hedge your portfolio and keep you from entering into the unsatisfying world of inflation and quantitative easing that fiat currencies do provide.
Right, crazy list of names that misleaded you. Hindsight, scared of seeing things get repeated too. Trust me, girl, I see it too. I see what you mean, but I'm taking it slow. Time is crazy, I get it, but baby, I promise you everything's under control. Tired of maybes, I need a 100% for this shit, girl.
So, we're at this new place in my town called Grow Fresh, and they got some heat. My favorite part about this place is that it's delicious food and it's surprisingly all healthy. Let me show you guys what we're working with. So we got some cauliflower, green beans, sweet potatoes. They're vegan meatballs, and I'm actually not vegan, but they are freaking delicious. And of course we got some steak, so we're definitely eating on the healthier side today, even though we got this meal drenched in some sauce, but let's get it. So something all investors should ask themselves is, if the market was to drop hard tomorrow, would you be okay with that? And if you're a cash holder and the market was to take off tomorrow, would you be okay with that? If the answer is no to either of those questions, you really need to reevaluate and balance your portfolio so your answer to that question becomes a yes. I understand that there's a lot of people out there that like to go all in on something. Heck, I'm one of those people myself. But sometimes you need to really look at your portfolio and figure out the best strategy for you in these uncertain times. So I hope you guys liked today's video. I know it's definitely different, and I just wanted to try it out and see how it goes. So feel free to leave constructive criticism in the comment section below, because it greatly helps. Like, it seriously helps a lot. If you guys like this sort of style where, you know, I'm just showing some of my more daily personal life stuff while also integrating cryptocurrency content, or do you like the content where it's very informative, to the point, in the studio? You know, maybe we could do a little bit of both and all that good stuff. So thank you guys as always for tuning in, and I'll catch you in the next.
Girl, I remember the first time seeing you. Eyes bright, endless list of things I could see in you. Mind right, crazy list of names, damn it's needed you. Hindsight, scared of seeing things get repeated too. Trust me, girl, I see it too.